And Court, how is today going to be different than what we saw yesterday?
Well, for today, we're going to have a few more clouds brushing overhead a little earlier on in the day. Yesterday, those clouds held off until later in the afternoon, and then it was very active out there in our higher elevations. We do still have the threat of thunderstorms today. It's just not as substantial as what we ended up with yesterday. And temperatures are projected to trend down a little bit today as well. So we've got some clouds brushing on by and temperatures that are still ending up pretty hot this afternoon. Again, just not to the same extent as yesterday. The threat of mountain thunderstorms is lingering, and there's even a slight chance for a little something sliding through the northern end of the valley late this afternoon into the evening. And then temperatures trending down for the remainder of this week. So some positive news there. Finally seeing a little cooling trend ahead. It's a modest one, but we'll take it. And a live look outside this morning, his Highway 99 right here from the Eden Road area in North Chico. And you can see travel not impacted as you get ready to head out the door and take on your Tuesday. Clear skies above right now, but those clouds are going to brush through a little later this morning. Right now, we're hovering between the mid-60s to mid-70s in the valley, 73 for Redding, 67 for Chico, 72 in Red Bluff, 65 for Orrville, 68 in Willows. We're in the upper 60s to lower 70s in the lower foothills. Right now, 71 in Paradise and 40s to mid-50s in our mountain zones at this hour. Winds out of the southeast at 5 miles an hour in Orrville, but we're still seeing north winds for the northern end of the valley. They're pretty modest right now, but that is why we're seeing temperatures a bit warmer along I-5 than on the eastern side of the valley in Butte County. Winds will be out of the southeast today. Gusts up to 20 miles an hour are looking likely, so it's going to get a little breezy at times. Slightly stronger winds briefly this evening out of the northwest as this system starts to slide off to the east. And then we're going to be seeing south winds over the next couple of days that aren't going to be too substantial. Gusts up to around 15 miles an hour or so for the afternoons tomorrow as well as Thursday. And that will result in that Delta breeze cooling influence taking hold of our region, leaving us with those temperatures trending down a bit over the next couple of days. Satellite and radar, clear skies now after we had some very active conditions in the northern Sierra yesterday. Now we've got a trough that's still in the area right now that's going to tap into just enough monsoonal moisture to kick off that potential for thunderstorms later on this afternoon into this evening. But we also still have that strong ridge of high pressure acting as that blocking pattern off the coast. So that's leaving us without too much moisture. Again, just enough to kick off some instability and leave us with that threat of thunderstorms. But it's still hot out there, and we'll still, for the most part, have sunshine in the valley this afternoon. Moving forward, your futurecast, what we're going to be seeing today, that threat of thunderstorms. The best chance is going to be Trinity as the Siskiyou County zones, but there's a slight chance for that sagging as far south as northern Tehama County. Some clouds starting to brush overhead, but they're pretty thin at 8 a.m. We'll see a few more clouds mid-morning and then starting to clear out by noon in the valley, partly cloudy skies in the mountains, and then that threat of thunderstorms in our higher elevations in the northern end of the valley late this afternoon into this evening. Sunny skies out there for your Wednesday. You'd have to go all the way into Saturday to see partly cloudy skies returning. And even then, we're not seeing any chances for active weather for the weekend forecast. Great news there for Father's Day weekend. Temperatures today ending up in the upper 80s to mid-90s for the northern mountains. A chance for thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. Slight chance for thunderstorms late today in the Sierra and southern Cascades, mid-80s to low 90s. Foothills, 80s to low 90s as well. Partly to mostly sunny skies. And then we'll see mid to upper 90s for the northern end of the valley. Mid-90s in the mid-valley later today. So temperatures similar to slightly cooler than yesterday. And then we'll see lower 90s in Chico for the rest of this week with upper 80s Saturday. Back to the lower 90s for Father's Day Sunday with lows dipping into the upper 50s this weekend. Redding upper 90s today, mid-90s Wednesday and Thursday, low 90s Friday and Saturday. Back to the mid-90s for Father's Day into early next week.
A gift for dear old dad. I love it. A little bit of a cool down.
Yeah, it's looking like a pretty nice weekend.
Okay, thanks, Court.